This is the easiest simulacrum. I don't want to do my temple. My temple will deplete now.
I have to RMT.
This one was easy. Hello everyone, today I have a zombie build for you. Some of you know every season I play Raging Spirits, but this season we have a temple and we can scale the monsters a lot. They nerfed that already, so it's not the same as it was a few days ago. But I was doing my regular Raging Spirit build like every season, which is supposed to be 2.5 million DPS, and at some point of my temple they just stopped dealing damage. It was not enough, so I decided to change my build so I can do the temple. And I tried zombies, and it looks like zombies are pretty good. They are super tanky, they deal a lot of damage. POB says it's 700k, but there's no way. Like my Raging Spirit's supposed to do 2.5 million, and they probably do a tenth of the damage of the zombies. So zombies do insane damage. They are slow because they are zombies. They have not a lot of movement speed, but they do massive damage. And if you can scale some quality, they are a bit faster and they are not that terrible with chasing enemies. So I included some videos, some clips of killing the bosses. Bosses die incredibly fast, like Uber Arbiter died incredibly fast. So if you don't mind slower gameplay, because this is not a build that you can clear a map in 15 seconds. There is nothing you can do about zombie movement speed. I have everything into movement speed of the minions. I have even quality here to make them faster. I have talents on the tree for movement speed. They are still pretty slow, but they can do everything that exists in this game. I think my Simulacrum rank 3 was probably the easiest Simulacrum I had in entire year of PoE2 existing. So build is pretty simple. It's pretty much the same build as Raging Spirits with few changes. The items are pretty much the same I was using on my Raging Spirits, because this season I decided to go armor because every season I'm going Energy Shield. Energy Shield is OP, and I just wanted to try armor. It looks like armor is pretty good. It's pretty good. I have only 2,500 life, but I don't really die in this 1200 increase effectiveness temples. So pretty much everything is the same as Raging Spirits. The only difference is, of course, you don't run Flame Wall, you don't run Raging Spirits, so you have some extra slots. I use them to generate power charges, so I'm using this Lingering Illusion. So whenever you dodge roll, you leave this blue guy, you leave yourself behind you. This yourself has 1% HP, and if it's gonna die from the damage, you get the power charge. So that's my one generator. So you pretty much just roll around, your illusions are dying, and you get a bunch of power charges. Another charge generator is cast on minion dead with Profane Ritual. This is triggering all the time because I have wolves with Infernal Legion. These wolves serve the purpose of the buffs. You get 3 buffs from Abyss, and they die, so you get power charges from triggering cast on minion death. So that's 2 generators, and the last generator is Pain Offering with whatever this is spelled. When you use the offering, after 4 seconds you get 2 power charges, and after offering dies you also get the buff that you restore 5% mana and life per second for the duration of your pain offering lasting before. So that's 3 generators. I have some extra power charges. My limit is 5. I was having 6, but you don't need 6. I'm pretty sure you don't even need 5, but I just run it like that for now. Every minion here is pretty much for master stacks, so master everywhere. Every minion has a master, just to buff the zombies, because zombies run master as well. I use Diala Desire because not only because it's +1 level, but also because it's quality, and quality increases all of these modifiers, of these 3 modifiers, which is huge. This is 639 more damage increased by 41% because of quality. So this is massive damage boost. What else? What else? Yeah, pretty much minions are just to give master. I have some supports like, you know, like this one for example, breaking armor makes enemies take increased physical damage permanently and stuff. I will add POB so you know all of the supports for every single gem, for every single skill gem. But there's no big philosophy here. It's just pretty much the same build that I was running, because before I switched to the zombies, I was actually running Raging Spirits as usual. So it's just pretty much the same build, the same support, the same skill gems, besides the Raging Spirits that I switched for generating some power charges. As for the items, obviously you need a lot of minion levels. My items are expensive. I was doing temple a lot. I made a shit ton of currency, so obviously not everyone will be able to afford that. But you can make it much cheaper by just not buying this overpriced, you know, extra sanctified items and stuff. You will lose few levels, like 2-3 levels, but it's not a big deal. Like my zombies are level 39, right? And you can do the same thing with level 36 zombies. Diala is also important because it reduces the cost of your mana. So this is quite important, because my zombies at level 39, they cost 547 mana, and this is after Diala Desire and after having increased cost efficiency in the helmet. So without that, they cost like 700 mana, so pretty much my whole mana pool. So this is important to lower the cost, because it's painful to play without a lowering cost. But yeah, for a scepter, pretty much standard scepter, +4 minion to levels. You can get +5 if you can afford. 160 plus spirit. I have some extra spirit, so if you don't have that much spirit, you just get rid of 1 sniper, and you get rid of clarity, and you'll be fine. So 160 spirit should do, no problem. But yeah, spirit, minion levels, attack speed, and increased damage. That's all you need. Everything else doesn't matter, like this extra mana, it's whatever, elemental resistances or whatever. I'm playing armor, so I am playing Iron Reflexes thanks to new Atziri jewel. But if you don't have somehow space for that jewel, or this is pretty cheap jewel, but if you don't have space, then you just play normal armor item without evasion. This is just easier because you can find more items with armor evasion than just pure armor. But for all of the items, all you need is just armor applies to elemental damage, some resistances, so your resistances are capped, and life, and that's it, and armor of course, right? So that's the gloves. My boots are movement speed, armor applied to elemental damage, resistance, and some rarity because I could. Shield is important. If you can afford this mask with +4 level 2 minions, then you can run shield like that. Majority of people won't be able to afford that, because this helmet was 1200 divines. But before that helmet, I just bought it for min-maxing because I like to min-max. But before, if you cannot afford that, obviously, you just play the helmet with armor, life, some resistances, minion levels, and this is quite important. Armor also applied to chaos damage. This is important because this stat only exists on the helmets and on the shields. So if you cannot afford this mask, you will run this helmet, and you will run focus with minion levels, because there is no shields with minion levels, unfortunately. So you will have to have this armor applied to chaos damage on the helmet. and then you just run some focus. Like energy shield doesn't really matter, you can just get some mana as a prefix, then attributes or resistances, whatever you need, and minion levels. This focus should be incredibly cheap. So yeah, that's the helmet. With the better, more expensive setup, you get this helmet and you get armor applies to chaos damage on the shield. Shield is also armor, life, resistance. Chest is also a lot of armor, life, resistance, and armor applied to elemental damage. That's the most important. Belt is resistances, chaos resistance, life, armor. Rings are pretty much to fix your attributes and fix your resistances. So this one is chaos res, lightning res, some attributes, life, rarity, evasion. Evasion is quite important if you run this jewel. Let me find it. This one, right? So Flesh Crucible Diamond, this is the diamond from Atziri, and it allocates iron reflexes. You can buy one with that downside is less damage, because this less damage applies to you, not for your minions, so you don't lose anything by playing with less damage. And this allocates this, right? This iron reflex, it converts all evasion into armor. That's why I have evasion on the rings, because there is no armor on the rings. So that's some extra armor. Second ring is also attributes, life, and energy shield. Resistances and evasion. Nothing special. Amulet, spirit, minion levels, life, increased armor or defenses and resistances. Pretty standard as well. So that's my stats. I'm res capped, chaos capped. This is my armor in hideout. So my physical reduction is 86%. My estimated elemental damage reduction against hits is 90%, because all of this armor applied to elemental damage. So this is really tanky character, even if you have only 2,500 life. My chaos damage reduction against hits is 63%. Thanks to talents, I have rage. If I have rage in combat, full rage, this goes to 86% and 66, I think. So that's a lot of reduction. So yeah, that's about the items. You wanna run this. You wanna run 2 or 3 of those charms, because whenever you take fire damage, you get maximum rage, and we use the rage from the left side of the tree. So every rage gives your minions attack speed and damage. So my rage cap right now is, you can't see it for some reason, but it's 34, I think. So whenever I'm in combat, I get 36% increase minion attack speed and minion damage. And I also have increased armor by 34%. So this is really tanky. This deals a lot of damage. However, it's slow, so it's not that kind of build that you press 2 buttons and the whole map dies and you go next, right? I'm using Oracle just because I was trying Oracle on the Raging Spirits. There's probably better ascendancies for that, but I'm pretty happy with that. Like I can clear anything in this game with no effort. You just press right click and that's pretty much it. Spacebar and right click. Yeah, that's it, I think. Yeah, you use the jewel that lets you allocate around the bulwark, so you can have those 3 for free. Those 3 talents. If you don't have enough talents, you can skip this one. It's only 16% increased damage. I'm using some of these hidden Oracle talents. They are pretty good. +2 limit of minion summons is applying to Raging Spirits and for zombies. So my limit of zombies is 15 instead of 10. 15, 14. 14 instead of 10, because there's 2 here and 2 here. I have some extra damage taken recouped as mana, because this eats mana a lot, so that helps a bit. I utilize the Oracle ability of just allocating passives in the circle of the keystones. yeah, and that's it. I'm gonna post a POB link. Don't worry too much about POB damage in the charts. It doesn't. It's not true. Like it says for 750k DPS, I think, and this does way over 10 million. I can't tell because, of course, it's PoE2. After a year, you still don't have damage tooltip for your zombies. Doesn't matter if they are spawned or not. So you cannot check their damage here. You cannot check their damage in PoB because that doesn't work either. But I strongly suggest you to try it. This is probably the strongest non-permanent minions build I played, and I'm having a lot of fun. So yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you have a great week and weekend and everything. Depends when you watch it. And yeah, take care. Bye.